Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs if they want to control the pace of the game. It's Bell's Steelers going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. In motion left comes Bryant. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Second down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Drops it underneath, Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run, pass. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, But that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The give is to Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Williams. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Bryant, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Twisting away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 73 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it up and through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A first down throw for Prescott. And an alley. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Out left side here to Bryant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will. Oh. And this is caught. It's Bryant, and it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Again to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
They still can't get it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Off the play fake, Prescott. Now he'll escape to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call a few more.
It got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And he's got some space here.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Charles Tapper able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll go again with Bell. He spins free. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to spin free. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is caught. It's Bryant, and it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 45 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On the ground, this is Smith. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Prescott now on second down. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, pass. This is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Hey, Charles, let's switch gears here for a second. Talk Super Bowl jerseys. Did you know that 12 of the last 13 teams that have won the Super Bowl have worn white?
That I knew. My question was really, how many of them choked?
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards. Now Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The play clock's running down. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try again with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Prescott on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. And he finds his man. That's Butler. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Again, it's Bell. Again with a juke. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. Room here to run. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Second down, Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. But he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense...